Hello everyone, I am Parveen Singh. Today we start geosynthetic topic. In this topic we cover the various type of geosynthetic uses in the civil engineering problems such like a roads, canals, highways, and also we see about the function of the geosynthetic. So let's start geosynthetic. What is the geosynthetic? Students, geosynthetic are synthetic products used to stabilize terrain. They are generally polymeric products used to solve the civil engineering problems. So there are eight main product categories. First is geotextiles, geogrid, or geonets, and geomembranes, geosynthetic clay liners, and second last is the geoforms, and last one is the geocell and geocomposites. So students, why we use the geosynthetic? So geosynthetic is used to use in the ground to achieve the high level durability, right? To achieve the high level durability. They can also be used in exposed applications. Okay, यदि हम बात करें तो जो वाइड रेंज एप्लीकेशंस है इसकी, तो करंटली यूज इन मैनी सिविल engineering projects such like roads, highways. In the case of the canals, also we use dams, erosion controls projects, right? We control in case of land filling areas. So we make most of use in the geosynthetic in civil engineering problems. Okay. Now we discuss about the geotextiles. You can see here various type of geosynthetic, and geotextile is this one, and geogrid you can see here. Geonets like this, geomembrane, geosynthetic clay liner, geofoam, geocells, and geocomposites. Okay, so now we see one by one all of these. So let's start with the geotextiles. So geotextiles form one of the two largest group of geosynthetic. They are textiles consisting of synthetic fiber rather than natural one, such as cotton, wool, or silk. Okay, this makes them less susceptible to biodegradation. These synthetic fiber are made into flexible porous fabric by standard weaving machinery or matted together in random non-woven manners. Some are also knitted. Students, fabric always perform at least one of four discrete functions. It's like separation, reinforcement, filtration and drainage. तो जियो टेक्सटाइल है बेसिकली हम सेपरेशन भी कर सकते हैं. सो यदि हमें one layer to other layer separation करना, so we use the geotextiles. Also we use as a reinforcement in the soils, also in right. हमें यदि soil की tensile strength को increase करना है, so we use the reinforcement as a reinforcement, and also we use as a filtration work and drainage work. Now we see about the geogrids. Geogrids represent a rapidly growing segment within geosynthetic. Okay, so there are many specific application areas. However, geogrid function almost exclusively as a reinforcement materials. Used as a reinforcement materials. Uh, right. So in a they are actually में क्या होता है, geogrids आपका जो ribs होते हैं, they are transfer and longitudinal directions connected, right? And geogrids are either stretched in one, two, or three directions for improving physical property, made on weaving and knitting machine by standard textile manufacturing methods. Okay, and that also be by laser or ultra sonically, bonding rod और strapped together. तो इस प्रकार से हम जियो ग्रिड का परफॉर्म करते हैं। ये आप देख सकते हो, सीधा जियो ग्रिड, राइट। ये आपका जियो ग्रिड है। तो दिस इज बेसिकली यूज फॉर द reinforcement purpose, especially this work in a sloping areas। ठीक है, स्लोप हम किससे स्टेबलाइज किया गया है? बाय द जियो ग्रिड। यू कैन सी हियर using the GeoGrid, application of GeoGrid. Now we see next is GeoNets or Geospacer. So GeoNets and the related to Geospacer by some constitute another specialized segment within the geosynthetic area. They are formed by a continuous extrusion of parallel set of polymeric ribs at acute angle to one another. When the ribs are opened, relatively large apertures are formed into a net-like configuration. Two types are common, either biplanar or triplanar. Alternatively, mainly very different type of drainage core are available. Okay, students. So the different configuration and the small drainage pipe are special within geotextiles. Their design function is completely within the drainage areas where they are used to convey liquid or gases for all types. If we talking about the geomembranes, so geomembranes represent the other largest group of geosynthetic, and in a dollar volume, their sales are greater than the geotextiles. Their growth in the United States and Germany was stimulated by governmental regulations originally enacted in earlier 1980s for lining of solid waste landfills. The materials themselves are relatively thin, impervious sheet of polymeric materials used primarily for lining and cover of liquid or solid storage facilities. This is include all type of landfilling, such like a surface impoundments, canals, and other contaminant facilities. Thus, the primary function is always contaminants as a liquid or vapor barrier or both. The range of applications, however, is greater, and in addition to the environment areas, applications are rapidly growing in geotechnical, transportation, hydraulic, and private development engineering, such like aquaculture, agriculture, sheep, leach mining, etc. जियो मेम्ब्रेन आप देख चुके हो, यहाँ पे देख सकते हो आप, दिस इज द जियो मेम्ब्रेन and this one is the GeoNet and GeoGrid. So geomembrane used for the landfilling areas, solid waste like such like this, right? No, that is a barrier, work as a liquid or vapor barriers or both contaminations. Now we see about the geosynthetic clay liners. Geosynthetic clay liner, or you can say GCLs, are an interesting juxtapositions of polymeric materials and natural soils. They are roll of factory fabricated thin layer of bentonite clay sandwiched between two geotextiles or bonded to a geomembrane. If we see the structural integrity of the subsequent composite is obtained by needle punching, stitching, or adhesive bonding. GCL are used as a composite component beneath a geomembrane or by themselves in geoenvironmental and contaminant applications as well as in transportation, geotechnical, hydraulic, and many private development applications. Now we see the geofoam. Geofoam is a polymeric product created by processing polystyrene into a foam consists of many closed cells filled with air and gases. You can see here, and this is the geofoam, right? This one is the geofoam. The skeletal nature of the cell wall resembles bone structure made of the unexpanded polymeric materials. The resulting product is generally in the form of large but extremely light blocks which are stacked side by side and in layer, providing lightweight fill in numerous applications. Okay, students. Now we see about the geocell. Sorry, geocell नहीं हम अभी geocells के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. So geocells are also known as cellular confinement system are three-dimension honeycomb cellular structure. They are form confinement system when infilled with compacted soil, extruded from polymeric material into strip welded together ultrasonically in series. The strips are expanded to form the strip and typically textures and perforated walls of a flexible 3D cellular matrices. So, infilled with soil, a new composite entity is created from cell-soil interactions. So, the cellular confinement reduces the lateral movement of soil particles, thereby maintaining compaction and form a stiffened matrix that distributes load over a widened areas, traditionally used in slope protection and earth retention applications. Geocell made from advanced polymer are being increasingly adapted for long-term road and rail road sport. Much larger geocell are also made from stiff geotextile sewn into similar but larger unit cell that are used for protection bunker and walls. Now we see about the geocomposites. So a geocomposites consist of combination of geotextile, geogrids, geonets and geomembrane in a factory's fabricated units. Also any one of these four materials can be combined with another synthetic materials, example deformed plastic sheet and steel cables or even with soils. An example, a geonet or geospacer with geotextile on both surface and GCL consisting of geotextile bentonite, geotextile sandwich are both geocompositors. These specific categories bring out the best creative effort of the engineer and manufacturer. The application areas are numerous and constantly growing. The major function encompass the entire range function listed to geosynthetic discuss. ये आप देख सकते हो that will be used in the geocomposite in the road work. So here you can see the various functions of different type of geosynthetic. So if we talking about the geotextiles, so geotextile used for separations, reinforcement, filtration and drainage. If we talking about the geogrid, so geogrid is used for the reinforcement only. And if we talking about the geonets work for drainage purpose only. Geomembrane, that is contaminant. And geosynthetic clay liner, that is also used as a contaminant. And geoforms, that is used for separations, and geocells is used for separations also. Geocells, that is used for separation and reinforcement. If we talking about the geocomposites, so that is used for the all purposes. So geo, if we're talking about geocomposite, that is and that is composite with the geotextile, geogrid, all of these. So that used for all type of functions: separation, reinforcement, filtration, drainage, and contamination. Okay, students. So here are the functions. What will the separations? So if we're talking about the separations, the separation between two layers, dissimilar materials, so that the integrity and functioning of both materials can remain intact. If we're talking about the reinforcement, so reinforcement is the synthetic improvement of total system strength created by the introduction of geotextile, geogrid, or geocell, all of which are good in tension into a soil, but poor or other disjointed and separated materials. So if we put the geocell, geogrid, and geotextile in soil, so the soil tensile strength will be increased, and that case the failure of the slope is be a less chances. If we're talking about the filtration, if we allow a free flow liquid without the soil loss, so we use a filtration as a geotextile will be used as a filtrations. So in case where we use filtration will be used for the retaining well drainage, right, and landfill leachate collection systems as a silt fences and curtains, and also a flexible from the for bags, tubes, and containers, right, used as a filtration of geotextiles. And uses for the drainage. So drainage is a equilibrium soil to geosynthetic system that is allowed to allow for adequate liquid flow without soil losses within the plane of geosynthetic over a service lifetime, compatible with the application under consideration. So you can see here that will be edge and wick drain are geocomposites used for various soil and rock drainage situations. Dams, canal, reservoirs, capillary breaks. So drainage applications for these different geosynthetic are retaining walls, right? If we use as a contaminant, so involves a geomembranes, geosynthetic clay liner, or some composites which function as a liquid or gas barrier. Landfills liner and cover make a critical use of these geosynthetic. So students, in all hydraulic applications, such like a tunnels and hydro dams, canals, surface in impoundment, and floating covers, use these geosynthetic as well. Here we see the various type of advantages of geosynthetic. So if we start with the first advantage, their manufacturing quality control of geosynthetic in a controlled factory environment is a great advantage over a outdoor soil and rock constructions, right? So the low thickness of geosynthetic as compared to their natural soil counterpart is an advantage in Foser as lightweight on the subgrade, less air space use, and avoidance of quarried sand, gravel, clay soil materials. Geosynthetic is two installations, right? So that is also important. Uh, if we see the design methods or currently available from many publications, sources as well as universities, which is teach standalone courses in geosynthetic or have a integrate geosynthetic in traditional geotechnical, geo-environmental, and hydraulic engineering courses. When comparing geosynthetic design to alternative natural soil design, there are usually cost advantages and invariably sustainability. If we talking about the disadvantages, so long-term performance of the particular formulated reagents being used to make the geosynthetic must be assured by using proper additive including antioxidants, ultraviolets, screener, and fillers. We see the next disadvantage, the exposed lifetime of geosynthetic being polymeric is less than unexposed as when they are soil backfilled. Clogging and bioclogging of geotextiles, geonets, geopipe, and or geocomposites is a challenging design for certain soil type or unusual situations. For example, loessy soil, fine coincidence silt, highly turbid liquids, and microorganisms laden liquids are troublesome and generally require specialized testing evolution. Handling, storage, carrying, and installations must be assured by carefully quality control and quality assured. So these are the disadvantages of the geosynthetic. So students, this topic is very important in a civil engineering projects for soil stabilization and durability. So geosynthetic is important in civil engineering projects. So you learn it carefully. If any problem facing, so please contact me at that time. Okay, students.